Hi, Cindy. Hi, Susie. Hello, Diana. Hi, Jen. How are you? Hi, Susie. Hey, Stace. Hi, Georgiana. Hey, Shar. Gloria, Judy, Terry. Hi, Kythera. Hi, Vicky. Hey, Pam, Jamie, Leona. Hello, 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 everybody. Don't forget to turn live chat on. Maybe Simon will join us. I don't know. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Jonna. Hi, Diane. All right, let me fix my quality here. It always goes to 144, which is like the worst. So let's up that a little higher. All right, there we go. Much better. There is a glare. I see that. Does that get rid of it a little bit? Like that a little bit? Okay, there we go. Hello, Marva. Hello, Teresa. Hi, Susan. Can Chow or Stacy link scrapbook.com and Ranger? Because I think those are going to be the two best bets, please. I know, everybody must be bored like Sunday night, nothing going on, right? I can tell you I cleaned up my craft room. I've cut down some foils because we will be doing some more foiling giveaways here. So I have quite a bit of foil to cut down in half before I do that. And yeah, so these guys are going to link for you guys, the Ranger and the scrapbook.com. I wanted to let you guys know that stamping foam and Lunar Paste are back in stock. And if you watched Simon's video the other day, he showed a couple of cool things. I have a video that I did when Lunar Paste first came out, and I showed all the things you can do with it. Obviously, you can run it through stencils. You can paint with it. You can, use it as a thick, almost like an acrylic paint or thin watercolor paint. You can foil over it. You can stamp with it. So there are quite a few things that I've shown. They're nice, bright colors. They're a lot of fun. With the holidays coming up, you probably want to at least get the red and the green. The gold is nice. I know he said because of supply shortages, they haven't been able to launch any new colors. But these are fun little jars of texture paste. If you've never tried them before, they're a lot of fun. Also, Shelly says she loves them. Cowboys won, Susie. Yuck, yuck, yuck. What is the score of the Steelers game? Somebody tell me, because I have no idea. I've not watched the game. And then we have stamping foam. And the stamping foam, as I said before, was a product that was out a long time ago. And I want to say 15, 20 years ago. And it kind of just went by the wayside. So it was really nice for Simon to bring this back. I think back then it was blue in color. But this is a heat sensitive foam. And what you do is you heat it up with your heating tool. And then you can press into it. This is a stencil I pressed into it. This is a hot foil die I pressed into it. And here is the... Thanks, Gloria. So I'm glad I didn't watch. This is the brand new pull apart Stitch Snowflakes background stamp from Simon Hurley. So all you do is you heat it, and I'll show you guys how it works. It's really easy. Here is the new background stamp. It is a 6x6 red rubber stamp. It comes on the little cling mat. I usually just leave it on there. And then you have all of these little peel apart snowflakes. It is called Stitch Snowflakes because if you look at them, they have little stick marks on them, so they're super cute. I do have a video. Oh, the Steelers won. Okay. Well, it's about dang time. I have a video that it will go live when we're done here, where I used my secret magic to get the background. There's no embossing on here, so you'll watch the video and you'll learn how to do it. It's very simple. And then I used some Ranger red glitter tinsel to do the Happy Holidays and some black distress embossing to do Santa there. So that video is going to go live after we're done here, so you guys can watch that. But while I was playing around with the stamps, I also was sent Barbie, I don't know if Simon Says Stamp does. I find that scrapbook.com and ranger.com are cheaper when it comes to shipping. So you'll just have to go over there and check. I don't have a link for Simon Says Stamp. Hi, Elda. Thank you. I usually buy from scrapbook.com or ranger.com because their shipping is cheaper and a little faster. Hey, Carly dear. And this is the other stamp set. This is called Handwritten Christmas. And it says Merry Christmas. It has the deer going to the right and left, which is cool. You have the solid holly berries. Setting good tidings. Another snowflake. There's Santa and his reindeer. Joy to the world. Happy holiday. Silent night. Holy night. And then we have a wreath and a little heart and the outline of the holly and berries. So 2 of the stamp sets. I think there's one more, but these are the 2 that Simon sent to me. So thank you, Simon, for that. And then I was just playing around, and I wish I had stamped this wreath twice, but I only did it once. And I just used some Nuvo drops and did the green holly leaves and green glitter Nuvo drops, and then red Nuvo drops here. And everybody who's told me that they've tried Nuvo drops versus the pops of color have all voted that the Nuvo drops are better. So I will not be buying the pops of color. I think that's from scrapbook.com. Because see how this is nice and round and domed? Like there's no pokey pieces sticking up. That's how you want your Nuvo drops to dry, right? And I heard that the pops of color do not dry like that. So I'll be sticking with the Nuvo drops. And then I use gold. Delicata gold is the best gold ink, hands down. If anybody wants to go into a gold argument with me, I will always stand by that. If you are looking for a really good gold ink, this is the ink pad. And you definitely need the re-inker. But it's called Golden Glitz. This is the best sparkly gold ink pad. So, Golden Glitz, definitely get this. This is a really good gold ink pad. I have an old re-inker. If anybody has the old Color Box Gold, I found my re-inker. I don't have the ink pad anymore. So, if anybody needs the Color Box Gold re-inker, I have one. I'll be happy to send it to you, no charge. Just email me with your address and I'll send it to you. Carly said she got them for free. Yes, we do all have that gotta have that syndrome. Yep. So Gloria, when I squirt mine out, find the color I use. I think that was this one. No, that's not it. Okay, this one's called, what's it called? I can't see that, you guys. Autumn Red. And it's like a maroon kind of red. And you want to start on a scrap piece of paper because sometimes the nozzle gets clogged. But when I push mine down, see, that's why you start on a scrap piece of paper, because of the blowouts. But once the air bubbles out of there, I go down and I kind of do a swirl when I get to the top. So I make my bubble and then I do a little swirl like that. And then it gives me a domed top. So I stop and then I swirl it like that. And then it gives me a smooth round top without having any kind of pieces to pop out. And sometimes if they're too big, you can just like take your paper and pounce it a little bit, and then they'll kind of flatten out. So that's what I do. If you do that little swirl on the tail, you just kind of go around like that. It'll break off and then it'll be round without having strings. So that's what I do. And you do want to remember to kind of wipe the tip before you put the lid on. All right, so I have quite a few of those. I haven't had any issues with them drying up or anything either, so I can't complain. All right, who else do we got on here? Sandy taps hers on the table. Yep, does not. Yep. Who has 100? Tracy has 100 cards to send who? Carla? Hi, Sally. You're not late. All right, so let me show you guys how this stamping foam works. So you can see I've already used this one. We're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to bring my stamp over, and you can use a stamp, you can use a stencil, you can use your car keys, you can use whatever you have. I've done rolls of tape before, like this, and I made like a little like mixed media circle background. So whatever you have that will put an impression in there. Like I said, the examples that I showed you, this one's a stencil. This one's a hot foil stamp, a hot foil die. It's a hot foil die stencil, and then this is a stamp. And what's nice is you get 4 in a pack. I've given 2 away, so I only have 2 left, but that's okay. They'll last me. And all you do is you heat it up with your heat tool. So let me bring that in and show you what it does. Oh, it's really easy, Chris. So this is going to melt it down, and you'll see it'll flatten itself out. Okay, and you don't want to leave your heat tool in one spot because then it'll bubble up. But you can see that it's all flat now. What you see are the remnants of the Lunar Paste I used when I stamped it out. So at this point, I'm going to clean it real quick. I'm just going to use a little bit of my stamp cleaner, spray that down, take my rag, wipe it off. So that way I get all of that Lunar Paste ink off of there. They do have a limited lifespan because it is plastic. As it heats, yeah, Simon says 10 to 15 seconds. As it heats, you'll see that it will heat and shrink, heat and shrink, heat and shrink. So you'll see the more you use it, this will eventually just shrink down. They're really thick when you get them. So what you're doing is you're compressing that plastic every time you heat it, so it will start to shrink down. So that's why, yes, there are 4. I think they'll last me quite a while with the 4-pack, but if you think you're going to use them all the time, and I know a lot of people said they wish they would come in larger size. I don't work for Ranger, Simon, so I don't know if they're going to make any bigger ones. I'm sure if they remain as popular as they are, they'll probably come in different sizes and shapes, but it's not like you can't cut these. It's just foam, so you can take your heavy-duty scissors and cut them any shape you want. But now that this is flat again, and I want to make an impression of the stamp, all I'm going to do is heat it, and you want to keep your heat tool moving. Hi, Becky. And then you just press it down. And as you press it down, that foam will cool down and mold itself to the shape of your mold, whatever you have there. And then you will have that impression. And now you have reverse stamping. So if I were to stamp the snowflakes, the Snowflakes would stamp out whatever color ink I would use, right? So my Snowflakes would come out so this is Midnight Snack. It's dark blue from Simon. So if I ink up my stamp, and again, it's Ranger, so it's high quality red rubber stamps. Okay, so that's how that would normally stamp out. Very pretty, right? So what the stamping foam is going to do is it's going to give you the opposite effect when you are using a stamp. It's not going to give you the opposite effect when you're doing a stencil. It's pretty much the same thing. But what it does is it turns the stencil into a stamp, which is cool. Because some of us are not, you know, too keen on a stenciling. You just want to stamp it out one color. So now that I have the stamping foam, can do the same thing. And Simon says to rub your ink instead of tapping it. He says to rub your ink because if you tap it, did you guys notice those lines? So he says to rub it and then lightly mist it with water. So I have water spray somewhere here. Where's my Ranger bottle? Okay. So I'm just going to lightly, away from the desk, I'm going to mist this. Okay. This wooden handle piece is from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. It's a magnetic handle. You can get these magnetic metal, they're sticky metal backings. Those you can get from my Amazon shop. The handle, you would go to Blue Knight Rubber Stamps and order the handle. But it makes it easier because these ink pads are so thin that the handle makes it easier for me to hold on to. I drop them all the time, so I like the handles. Okay. Oh, make sure you're on live chat. Let me check something here. Okay, sorry. Kids were asking me if they could have something. They don't have school tomorrow, so. All right. So here you can see what this does is this basically gives your stamps another life because the regular stamp stamps the image, which is great. It's fine. It's beautiful. The other stamp, when you use the foam, it gives you the opposite effect. So the stamp becomes the negative space and the outside becomes the positive. So do you see that? So it stretches your stamps out a little bit for you. So it's very, very pretty. It's very cool. But I want to show you guys that. I know a lot of you said, you know, I bought it, I didn't know what to do with it, or you guys, you know, it's been on back order and you've been waiting for it. And then you just take your stamp cleaner and your rag and you clean it off. And I, you know, can leave this here or I can heat it. And once I heat it, it'll go back to flat again. But yes, eventually it does shrink and it gets smaller and smaller. The more you use it, it's reusable many, many different times. And like I said, use it with your stamps, use it with your dies, use it with your stencils. Simon did a video where he took a sweater, like a cable knit sweater, and he did that. If you have embossing folders, I know we have a ton of those. Anything you have that has texture, you can do that with. So it's really, really cool. So that's the stamping foam. So if you haven't tried that, definitely recommend. And it's cheap. I think you get 4 of them for $5 maybe. So you can keep 2, give 2 to a friend. So if you guys want to try that out. Lunar is a texture piece. So for Lunar Paste, there are currently 5 different colors. And if you have tried any texture paste, it's very similar to the metallic pastes that are out there, like the Picket Fence Paper Glaze, the TCW Stencil Butters. It's just a different variety of colors, and they're very metallic, very shiny, very pretty. And like I said, you can use a brush and use them to paint with them. You can go through a stencil with a palette knife and stencil with them. You can foil over them once they're completely dry. And you can also color with them. But you can also stamp with them. So what I did yesterday is I took my little snowflake background and I took a dauber, which is what Simon recommends. This is the flat daubers. And I dipped that into my jar and spread that all over my snowflake background. And I stamped out some different backgrounds here. So here it is on black cardstock. And you don't need a lot. A thin coat looks very pretty. I'm going to bring my light back in here so you guys can see that shimmer. Did you see that as soon as the light hit it? It's like, pow-pow. It's very shimmery, doesn't flake off, it's not glitter, it's built in. Okay, and then here I tried to line it up so that I had a full sheet, but again, you can see all of that shimmer sparkle in there. You guys see that? So using the stamping foam with the Lunar Paste is another option, and it's very easy to clean up. So I wanted to show those to you guys, and I think these stamp sets go really nice together with some of Simon's other stamps. So he has this holiday stamp, which we showed in Stamp Wars. This one is called Brilliant Baubles. But I think also this would look nice with his brand new Welcome Home set. That fireplace with the stockings. You could easily take this wreath, do a brick wall at the top of this, and hang the wreath on there. So I thought that would look cool with that. So if you guys got those. But I was thinking doing something a little different today. Hold on. I'm going to bring in this set. Hey, Linda. Yeah, I kind of have a thing for snowflakes too. And yes, these are cute because not only are they background stamps, if you're new with Simon's products, Simon has, these are called pull-apart stamps. So you actually get multiple stamps in one. You can use it as a background, or you can accentuate your snowflakes by stamping them individually. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 individual snowflakes plus the background. So really you're getting 9 stamps in this set. And then you just pop them back in when you're ready to use it as a background again. Very, very wise idea from such a brilliant-minded young man. And if you guys have never watched any of Simon's lives, he's on Facebook, he's on YouTube, he's on Instagram, he's on TikTok, he's on all those things. He is always sharing his ideas. He always uses different products, not just his own products. He supports a lot of the other companies that are out there, like Altenew, like Ranger, Tim Holtz, Gina K. He started foiling now, so he got bit by the foiling bug with the glimmer. So that's neat. He did a foiling video with me last year, so he is always willing to learn and listen to you guys and talk to you guys. If he has anything wrong with his products, this launch actually was supposed to have 2 new ink colors, and the ink pads, that's just not going in there. The ink pads were too hard to open. And I don't mean like, oh, it's a little difficult. I mean like child-proof, it was too hard to open. So he sent us all an email and said, hey, please don't show my ink pads. I don't want to send those out to anybody or sell them to anybody until they get them, till they get it fixed, till they get it resolved. So I just have so much respect for him and the way that he carries himself as a crafter, as a businessman. You know, he does a lot of things right by his subscribers, by his people. So that's great. But I wanted to bring in this other stamp set, and of course I ran out of paper. And I believe with Simon's stamp sets, you can also purchase SVG cut files. So, yeah. Yes, he is awesome. All right, so I'm going to cut this down to, well, I guess it really doesn't matter because I'm going to probably cut out my image. He also has stamping blocks. The stamping blocks are the perfect size for the foam. If you watch his videos, he tapes his stamping blocks to the foam so that you have a handle if you want to stamp with it, which is kind of cool. But I wanted to bring in this stamp set, which is called Puddle Pals, because I thought this little boy looks like he is throwing a snowball. So we're going to put him on there. And Simon's always on our lives. He's always hanging out with us, so I appreciate that too. And I think I want to color this with some, maybe we'll do color pencils. So, hi Regina. Joanna said she found me through Simon. Thank you. All right, I'm using the Hero Arts Intense Black because I think I'm going to color this with color pencils. Maybe I'll change my mind to markers. It doesn't matter. With this ink, you can do either one. That's cool, Sally. Thank you. Sally says she found me there too. Hi, Debadoo. All right. Ah, look how pretty that came out. Yeah, Sally, I would definitely, if you can get your hands on some, try them out. They're really inexpensive. It's only $5, I think. You can get 4 of them. And we have our links for scrapbook.com and Ranger if you guys want to order them. The affiliate links helps to support me with shipping. I shipped out 7 packages today, and we are now back to 0 on the shipping. So we'll have to put some more money in there so I can ship out some more presents. Some more prizes. All right. And I'm going to bring in my color pencils. You know what? Maybe I'll do markers. I'm going to practice my markers. I'm not great, so a little practice wouldn't hurt me. Move my light out of the way. The PayPal link is, I think it's Nancy Stamps at PayPal, but we'll have one of the girls link it here when they come back. Thank you so much. I'm really not that good at alcohol marker coloring, so I've been trying to like practice to get a little better here. This is E11. I'm going to come in with a little E33 and just do like around his hairline. Thank you, Chow. And a little bit on his neck there. Then go back in with the E11 and kind of blend that in. And I'm just using hammer mill paper. Let me bring this down so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. Linda says, Kit and Clowder has free classes and they help a lot. It's not that I wouldn't mind taking classes, it's finding the time to do it. Okay, and then if it were my kid, he'd be in shorts, but this kid's mom taught him how to wear jeans. My kid refuses to wear pants. My kid is like shorts. Like it's 6 inches of snow outside and he's still in shorts. This is B28. Is this darker than that one? Guess we'll find out. Let's see here. These almost look like the same color. All right, this one's B18. I can't tell if one's darker or lighter than the other. I thought the higher the number, the darker the marker. Okay. Susie says, I do anything to avoid coloring. Regina says, my husband wants to wear shorts to a funeral home. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have my friend taking the kids' pictures next weekend, so I told my son, like, you will wear pants. And I bought them pants, I bought him pants 2 years ago for the photo shoot, but obviously it didn't happen. And he's like, I have pants in the closet. I'm like, there's no way those pants fit because, you know, he gained weight during coronavirus. Now, I will say this, he lost a lot of weight this year already because they're back in school, so they're running around everywhere. He has like gym class for an hour and a half, 2 times a week. So that kid does not have the time. You know, he's definitely lost a lot of weight this year already. And sure enough, he squeezed into those pants, which surprised me. And I was like, you're going to wear the pants. You're going to have the photo shoot. And he goes, just make it quick. And I'm like, okay. All right, this is E37. Yeah, I normally do very quick coloring. I do 2 colors. I very rarely do 3 colors. I do my base color. Then I do a dark color. That would be like my shadow color. And then I go back in with the lighter color and just kind of blend it in. But I don't go into a lot of detail like I said before. You guys won't catch Nancy doing like 3-hour coloring videos. No, 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 no. So that was E57 and E37. Good night, Sally. Okay, the higher the last number, the darker. The first number means how saturated or like how much gray. Okay. And this is R37. Speaking of, I think he's coming down the steps. Well, we live in Pennsylvania, so it's not hot all year here. I mean, we're getting into fall now. It's starting to cool down. It's definitely like take a sweatshirt kind of, you know, weather now. And nope, that boy is in shorts 365 days a year. I said I heard you coming down here. What are you drinking? Is that my iced tea?
No.
What is it?
Chocolate milk.
Oh, okay. Look, it's 10-year-old you. Mm-hmm. When you used to wear pants. I'm I'm sorry, Lynn. I didn't mean to keep you up. I know it is a little late. It is Sunday, but I figured some of you guys had off tomorrow for, you know, Columbus Day, and I know a lot of you are retired. I will be working tomorrow, but I don't mind hanging out with you guys. I didn't do much of anything today. Actually, that's not true. I did a lot of work reports today. It was a work from home, do a lot of reports kind of day for me. So I did do all that. I took a nice afternoon nap today. That was really nice. No one bothered me. Mom's content because I got her sewing machines fixed. So she's been sewing up a storm, which is good. That means she leaves me alone. Oh, yes. Happy Thanksgiving to our Canadian friends. Yes, yes. Kyle has school tomorrow, Chow. Yeah, but it's only like, what, 5 o'clock for you guys right now? 6 o'clock? Okay, our little prankster here is all done. Now I'm going to do what I don't like to do, just fussy cut him. Hey, Michelle. Gloria told me the Steelers won today. I did not watch. Don't forget, if you did not win yesterday, I'm giving away Crafty Critter prizes. You want to watch? I mailed 7 prizes today. I mailed the Tim Holtz Stamptember winner prize, and I mailed out the 6 winners from yesterday. So you guys will all be getting your prizes. But I have 4 more prize packages to give away. So you need to go back and watch yesterday's video and comment what I asked you to comment in the video. So you have a chance of winning some Crafty Critter foils and foil art and lots of goodies. And today, Leah and I organized my disastrous foil system, and we kind of put everything in bags. So like I did all of my star foil in one bag, all of my holographic foils in one bag, big giant IKEA plastic bags. We did gold foils are all in one bag, silver foil, you know, we kind of did them by color order, and then any specialty foils are kind of bunched together. So it should be easier when I do a live. But I went back in last night and I did some foiling, and I used that other ink again, and I turned the heat up to 4 because I was like, maybe I didn't have enough heat. No, that was a big problem. So I definitely had too much heat. So I turned it back down and it foiled perfectly. So that was definitely my problem yesterday, is my other ink was just getting way too hot and it was causing the foils to overheat and wrinkle. And that's why I had a couple of those boo-boos yesterday. And right now I am playing with the new Simon Hurley Create Handwritten Christmas set and the stitched Snowflakes background. I showed the Lunar Paste and I showed the stamping foam And I just wanted to put a little card together. And this little boy came off of the spring set, which is the Puddle Pals. But I just felt like, you know what? He just has this mischievous look on him, like he was throwing snowballs. So we're gonna put him in the little snow scene here. Are you guys gonna go do haunted stuff? I can't do that stuff by myself. It just scares the bejesus out of me. I need a burly man to go through that stuff with me. I will literally pee my pants. So if anybody wants to send their brave single man my way to cold Pennsylvania to take me through a haunted house, I'll be okay with that. Where's Regina at? Didn't Regina say she was sending me her son? Almost done here. Almost done, you guys. I know. Oh my gosh, Sally used to do paranormal investigation. That is cool, Sally. Kythera says, I'll take one of those men up here to Vancouver too. Right? We should make an FSC dating club. Oh, Regina said 2 ladies taken. I waited too long. That is so cool, Sally. I think that's so awesome. I would love, I keep saying one day there is a medium that I want to go to that I just want to talk to my dad one more time. Like I want to be able to have that communication with him. I know that I would cry the whole time, but I would love to find somebody who's like legit medium that I could talk to my dad. Although my sister swears that he haunted her one time. She heard like she had an old piano and she said the piano like just would like play out of nowhere, like creepy. I'm like, ooh, glad that stuff didn't happen to me, because that piano will be pushed right outside the door. Okay. Well, we don't live too far from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and they do a lot of that stuff there. No. Nancy could not handle that. Nancy, it would be worse than seeing a snake. I'd be screaming and running the other way. Nope. I mean, I know, like, you know, supposedly they're not trying to hurt you or anything, but nope. No thanks. I'm out. Bye, folks. Lori's next to Ephrata. Lori, I hope you come to the Allentown show to meet me and Tracy. Becky, if you do stencils with Duo Gel, get a stencil pal, like a bowl scraper, and smooth your gels and paste really well. That is true, Devadu. All right, so now I'm just taking a black marker, any black marker, and I'm just kind of going along the edges to make sure that if there was any spot that I overcut and I lost some of my black stamped area, or if there's any white that I left, this just kind of camouflages it. So it just gives you more of a finished look to your die cutting. It's a very simple thing to do. Fussy cutting, I should say. Although you could do it with die cutting too. I don't think it's too late to register for Allentown. Go on Heirloom Rubber Stamps. Heirloom Rubber Stamps Convention. I have my tickets right next to me, actually. All right. So this guy, I'm telling you, he's throwing snowballs at folks he shouldn't be throwing snowballs at. And I think, which background do you guys like better? The stamped one? The Secret Reveal ink one? The stamping foam one. Kind of like the stamping foam one. I mean, we could even layer it up. We can layer up. Whoa, you creepy. Sneaking up on me like that? Don't do that. You want me to scream in front of all my friends? That's not cool. I don't know if it's worth the drive from North Carolina, Lynn. I can't tell you that. I can tell you in years past, it definitely was. Unfortunately, a lot of vendors, you know, because of coronavirus, like Local King Rubber Stamps, Lisa can't come because she can't get out of Canada. So there's a lot of vendors that are not coming out to shows this year still. So I wouldn't say any of the shows are huge. But if you're within, I would say, you know, a 2-hour drive, then it's worth it. Anything more than 2 hours, I don't think I'd make anybody drive more than 2 hours. Except for Tracy. I'm making her drive because, you know, she's my bestie. I can't not have her here. I think I'll do this. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, I like that. Or maybe I'll do this. Oh, I can't decide. One or two. I feel like an eye doctor. One or two. Better one or better two? Okay, consensus is one. Here I'm taking my cheapo Hobby Lobby paper that I always buy on sale for my card bases. You do not need expensive paper for your card bases. Use Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Just make sure it's thick cardstock. Do not buy name brand paper for your cardstock. When it's your card bases, the cheapest paper will work just fine. I tell you ways to save money so you can spend money on other things. Skinwalker Ranch. Is this some scary zombie stuff? Yeah, I don't think they'll cancel Allentown because they did cancel York and they were telling everybody from York to come to Allentown. So I don't think they're going to cancel it. I would say 100, anything 100 pound or higher. So 100, 110, 120. Those are good weights for card bases because you want it to be pretty hefty. And by the time you layer your cardstock, you know, your stamping panels on there, it's going to be hefty. You just don't want it to be flimsy. So I would say anything 100 pound. I like 110, 120 pound when it comes to my card bases. Yeah, make sure it's cover stock. Chow is reminding us. If it's text, if it says text weight, that's not going to work. So make sure it says cover stock. Yeah, Debadoo, the accent opaque is good if you can find it on sale. I just think, you know, it's still quite expensive to use for a card base. Who's blacked out? What? What happened? But accent opaque is yes, very good cardstock. Check that out on History Channel. If you guys are showing me creepy zombie stuff, no, I don't want to go look. Amazon warehouse, Carly says. Carly is like the queen of like shopping, finding bargains. She's always emailing me and saying, look at, did you find this? Did you see this on sale? All right. So we use the background stamp. We use the stamping foam. We use the Puddle Pals. How about this? Joy to the world. Joy to the world. Dump that on there. Karen, I have never had luck at Five Below. I always go look when I take my kids. Oh, that's not the one. That's the one. And I think I'm going to do what I did yesterday and use these. Got all these beautiful colors of the Ranger tinsel. I'm going to use the blue tinsel. Although the red tinsel would look good with his sweater. We're going red. Red tinsel. Go ahead. Go ahead. Why do you guys keep bothering me? What happened? The says 150 sheets for $14. Yeah, the white from Hobby Lobby. Let me tell you guys how many's in there. Okay, so Hobby Lobby has, I always wait till they have their 50% off paper sale. So this would be what, $8.50? It's 110 pounds for 100 sheets. So it's $8.50 for 100 sheets. And it's the one that says extra heavyweight. So this is what I use for my card bases. Like that's super cheap for card bases. And it's heavy because it's 110 pounds. All right, I'm going to use my little dusty tool in the corner here. And I'm going to use Versamark ink and stamp our little Joy to the World. The price is the difference, Abraham. And stamp that right there in the corner. And Simon stamps are high quality photopolymer stamps. These are not crappy little silicone stamps. They're very, very good stamps. They're made here in the U.S. Somebody said, uh-oh, Abraham found us. It's really easy to overheat the glitter. It really takes some practice and learning that. I cannot tell you how many times I have burned it, you guys. And then it just melts down to nothing. So you just want to be patient when it comes to the glitter. Not give it too much heat too fast. Okay. And we're not done yet. We got to give him a snowball. And I think it should be a puff snowball. where's my puff pen? Yeah, it's glitter embossing powder, Carly. So it's mixed with clear embossing powder. Ooh, this might be an old one. Oh, yep, it's kind of crusty. All right, so always do your puff pen on the side. Do not do that directly on your paper. You will be sorely disappointed if you do that. And I am just going to give him a big old snowball right in his mitten. Well, try to make it a big snowball. Oh, we got a blowout. It's oozing out of his mittens. All right, I think we're okay there. I think I used way too much and it just started to puff out the sides there. Okay, we're okay. I'm going to do another layer here. See if it'll let me. All right, that looks cool. It definitely looks like a snowball. It's better than I expected it to be. Card's a little warped because I should have did that before I attached it, but it's okay. Joy to the world. We have our little boy with his snowball. If you can't figure out that's a snowball, you don't deserve one of my cards. All right. So, lots of fun, lots of new goodies. I will post the video of me using this set to make really simple card. This video is going to go up live here as soon as we're done. Really, really easy to do. I show you how to make that magic background that I showed you guys yesterday. And then, like I said, I just played around with the Lunar Paste and the stamping foam, as you guys saw earlier. The new stamp set is called Handwritten Christmas. The new background is called Stitch Snowflake. You can pick those up at scrapbook.com or Ranger. I'll have the links down below for you guys. Karen, that's a great idea. Have a snow block. I was thinking maybe like putting one on his jacket or his pants or something, but I don't want that snow pen to pick up the color of the ink, so I'm afraid it'll kind of get tainted. But you can see once that's dry, it's puffy. It's not going to go anywhere. You know, I should have put some snow on the ground here. But that's all right. It's a lot of fun. And then, like I said, this guy came from the Puddle Pals set. So you can stretch your stamps by using the stamping foam. Have fun with the Lunar Paste if you're looking for something different to play with. You get the 2 different results. You can stamp the background as you see here, or you can use the stamping foam and get the reverse image. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Simon, for sending these out to me to try out. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. I will post a link to the other video for you guys to take a look at. Don't forget to thumbs up on your way out. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, you guys. And everybody have a wonderful day tomorrow. You're welcome. Thank you, guys. If it's purple, that's awesome. Bye. Bye, guys. Don't forget thumbs up on the way out. See ya.